let's go. Anyways, so let's look at the two comps. So Fuel are going for a. Okay, let me open this thing. Fuel are going for. They're running the Echo Sombra, which is common on this map because because there's a lot of, like, you know, small, like, mini high grounds to, like, position around, many, like, neat angles, and like, you know, as I said, like, silly high ground ledges where you can get a lot of poke, so Echo is really common here. And like the Sombra, like, they love to run Sombra. It provides them a win condition, and also like is really good at staging, especially like it's gonna be even stronger after the buff. And they're running Winston Diva, which shows that they're committed to, like, a really, like, high tempo style, where, like, they look for, like, dives on, like, you know, the vulnerable targets of hunters. Meanwhile, hunters are going for, like, a more poke pick based playstyle. Like, they're gonna look for pocket echo. They're gonna look for picks with Widow, and like the Orisa is also like a really like a poke phase like type of hero that is like strong with them. That's strong in like poke comps because of like how much like it will restrict Sparkle from like just freely poking. If Sparkle wants to, like, you know, poke like for free, then like he's gonna have trouble. Why? Because like obviously there's Orisa, there's like pocketed like Echo, and there's a Widow. So what do like Fuel want to do? They want to just walk on them. Hunters want to like maintain distance and try like poke them out. Yeah, simple stuff, but the details will not be as simple. Okay, so like they're gonna take positions. This engage is gonna be for a Fuel to take position. Their Winston and Diva are going in. And like hunters are playing really split, but like might actually be a good thing. Why? Because it prevents like Fearless and Hanbin engages from like doing too much. Because like if you have your Ana like, you know, right here, for example, if you have your like Widow like right here, then like when they engage, then like, you know, God's gonna have to like go back and try to like peel this off like aggressively. And the DPS can't like look to go for trades because like they're gonna win this trade. They have Winston and you have Ball, so like by like splitting apart early, like it's gonna be better because it's gonna make Fearless's engage like less potent. It's gonna like only like impact Orisa, and Orisa can obviously fortify, use cooldowns to survive this. So you can see like you know, while like Fearless is engaging, like Gaga like engages like try to like catch this engage by Fearless. Positioning wise, let's see what they do. Let's see what Leave does. So this engage made a bit of space. It allowed like Fuel's backline to maybe start rotating the right side, in which case you can set up angles. I'm interested to see how this will go. Meanwhile, Gaga, like at least they do peel off this engage. Chengdu do, but
flight routine activated.
So they try to poke out Doha. I don't know. Maybe I think I would. So let's go with Gaga. Like Gaga, like he's worried about Doha. He gets help from Leave, which does like waste a bit of time. It means that like Leave isn't focusing Fearless and Hanbin, and at least they do get like Doha out. So, and they have an Ana. So Maybe like Gaga should just go in like right now. Just don't even bother poking at range like this. Just go in, and feel they actually kite out for some reason. Well, when I say some reason, I think they're just like, and I think that even though like Fierce's engage allowed them to push up a bit, like it didn't get the results that I wanted. You know, like they're trying to stabilize right here, and like it only like gave them a bit of progress. So like, what should hunters do like at this moment? They should look to like be really aggressive. They should like maybe look to like position put like leave right here, put a lot of poke damage onto like onto like Fearless or like the supports, buy time, waste cooldowns. Gaga should, if Gaga's healthy enough, Gaga can look for like really early engage, and then they can try like aggressively try to poke out like Fearless's comp. Okay. So like it looks like Gaga's trying to like contest Sparkle. That's actually fine. It prevents Sparkle from being able to like pincer here, but like ideally like you wouldn't want your main tank to you don't really want your main tank to be in charge of contesting the angles. Why? Because like main tank, even though Ball can contest angles, like if Ball uses too many cooldowns to like contest an angle, then it means that like he can't engage, and without engaging it doesn't create and an engage benefits the whole team. Like as much as you want to like contest Sparkle, like you still want to like be able to like engage on them, just so to create a window in which you can just like go for like leave to go aggressive. So I think right here, instead of like trying to sending Gaga on the flank, like I think what they should have done is like leave should have like tried to like contest Sparkle, force them back to their team, or like even coordinate with an engage like while like Gaga's going in. Try to like hard contest Sparkle so that he has to go back to his team. Like what he's doing right now is actually pretty dangerous because like he's cut off LOS. Like if Gaga like occupies Jexy's attention enough, and while like leaves like trying to like kill Sparkle, then Hunters win this fight. But instead, like when Fearless engages, like there's nobody to relieve the pressure from team. It's just there's like no peel, no pressure, and it means like this they have to like use cooldowns to like save Elsa. And they do that successfully. Okay, let's see what like feel we're doing during that engage. So they contest Elsa, and like were they trying to kill Elsa? What were they trying to do? Like maybe if you feel like maybe I tried to like maybe like rotate here up to high ground, or like, but it looks like they're just trying to go for Nano. So they engage, they do some damage. They farm like ultimates, like farm the primal, farm the nano. And Gaga's not there to really relieve it. So let's see how many cooldowns it used. They used Fortify. What did they use? Nade? No, they didn't. But they do like peel off like the engage pretty well. And I don't think Feel has done like enough with this engage, honestly. Maybe like they're now in the open for some reason. Or are they trying to bait an engage? But so now like Gaga engages, but But the follow-up just isn't there. Like, where's Leave? Leave isn't immediately, like, able. Leave's poking out Doha again, but is Doha Leave's trying to poke out Doha. Like, Doha is kind of a threat, but... Like, he's poking out Jimmy, but just let Jimmy do it. Just let... Maybe Jimmy just SMGs him out. Like, it sounds crude, but that's the way. But, like, look, they're all focusing so much attention on Doha that, like, they're not providing support when Gaga engages. So, like, half the team's pressuring, half the team is, like, you know, Gaga's solo pressuring while, like, his team is, like, peeling. So, like, this is a coordination error, and it just means Gaga is dead. They're just so concerned about Doha, you see? That Gaga receives no support during that engage. And more importantly, did Gaga have to engage? And he takes a lot of CC, but like he trades his HP, but for no reason. Is M Monk, like, even M Monk's like isn't there to, like, you know, maybe you could land in a good nade. But like they're all just so focused on, like, peeling off, like, Doha. Like, in that case, it's just solo Doha. You just peel him off and then you look to, like, engage. Try to have, like, one last hurrah before, like, Fuel are able to, like, engage, and hopefully you get a pick from that. But now, like, Gaga's dead, and now, like, Fuel can just close the distance for free. You can see Fuel now walk onto point. They force the point. They're gonna, like, Hunters are gonna look to reset, but, like, what I want Fuel to do is actually, like, try to go for a tempo play here instead of letting them feel Hunters, like, you know, set up angles and wait for God to come back. I want Fuel to just, like, you know, nano fearless, go in, and then, like, try to, like, finish the fight here and then, because, like, since they don't have, you want to do it before Gaga comes back. So like, Elsa does get split apart from, like what is Elsa doing actually? So the whole team is kiting, but Elsa doesn't start kiting this way. Or, like, Elsa should at least, like, make it really expensive for them to like, contest him. Like, maybe, like, stand near this mega room, back up, and then, like, look to recontest. But, like, in this case, they're just really staggering themselves. They're just so vulnerable right now. They're just so split apart and in a vulnerable position, and they just die. So this is a mistake by Hunters. And now, like, how does Fielder die? Oh, it's a cult combo, and... Oh, this is scary. Oh, no. They don't... but still, it's good. Now that Fuel have closed the distance, since they're just going in, I like this. Even though Fielder dies, like, once you close the distance to this like, to, like, this comp, it's gonna be, especially when there's, like, when they lost, like, you know, their damage source, and who cares? Anyways, let's look at, so Hunters right there, like, how they fucked up that fight. So to summarize, how they fucked up that fight, they just focused on Doha for too long. Okay, so now Fuel are close to, like, some really damn powerful ultimates. They have EMP, they have Nano, and look, they can probably just win with that. So, like, Hunters, they have two options. They can either like, go really aggressive, Low try to. Oh, they switched.
Everything can be hacked,
I'm not sure.
and everyone.
Are they trying to transition their comp or something? I'm not sure why they went somber here. So they can either go really aggressive, try to like get a surprise pick, or they can try to like go passive, bait out. Well, not bait, like try to split apart so that EMP doesn't get a lot of players, absorb the EMP, and then try like recontest, like maybe give them a tick or two, and then try to like use defender's advantage. But what they can't really do is that they can't just be all wiped at once. They have to like choose one or the other. Like, do we go aggressive, like try to get a pick, and if it doesn't work, we just spread apart, or like do we start by spreading apart, like looking for angles, and if they and like try to bait out the EMP, and then we try to like maybe even give them for the first one, but we don't stagger. It's not like we don't actually. It's not we don't stagger. It's the opposite. We don't all die at once. We try to like keep some players alive and then wait for respawns. But so. So right here, it looks like Sparkle peeks a bit too aggressively. You see, that's what I was talking about. Against this comp, it's hard to peek. And now we have to wait for Sparkle. Oh, so it looks like they're going for tempo plays. So Fearless goes in and tries to make space for like the team to push up and eventually EMP, but like Hunters, they decide it's a theme that we covered in like that Dallas versus Shock the review. But like if Hunters, like even if this engage is bad, if it can kill one, then this pushes over because like defenders spawn. So like defender's advantage. So like. And, like, feel they're looking for a clean team fight. So, like, Hunters, even if their engage is bad, if they deny, like, feel a clean team fight, then they'll have a chance of winning this. So right here, like, the issue I have with this is... So they're trying to punish Fearless for like... by like, you know, it's either peeling back, but like Jimmy isn't there to like hack. I mean, he does get hacked though. Actually, if he does get hacked, this might be good. But they don't quite kill him. Like, I think the hack just went too late, so they hard peel him while like Leave is like going in, but like But like in this case, like they don't kill Fearless quickly enough, and like I don't know, like maybe. Okay, let me like take a look at this team fight again. So like they're going for like monkey plus a ball engage, I think. Like Gaga's here. Where's? And then like Jimmy's here, and it looks like they're positioning themselves to like pressure, get a kill. And if they get a kill here, it's a win. Like who cares? Who cares if like, you know, Fearless can like gets a primal too? Like if you kill one, the fight's over. But in this case, like they pressure and then they look to hard peel. But like by peeling they give up the chance of getting a kill except on Fearless. And then if they don't get the kill on Fearless, then what happens is just that they have no more map control anymore. So like they're gonna, so like Feel can literally just push in for free. There's no resistance when they go in. And look, they just they peel that off, and then like since the engage was not good enough, they just counter engage and they win off of this. They're probably gonna win this. They got the EMP. Like fortunately they did farm like a lot of EMP because of this, but and they get the hack. So and yeah, like since they didn't get a clean team, like since like they didn't get like a kill there, like it allows Field to get a clean team fight, and this is what they want. And if you're on defense, like you don't play clean, you play dirty. You can sacrifice like your whole back line, just kill one and you'll be fine. Like I'm not sure why they like pressured and then like they looked to peel. Like unless they knew that they had a hack available, like they were in position, like they were in position to pressure them, like maybe get like a cheeky pick, but like they were not in perfect position to peel back.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective.
So right here, both teams they're running. Only difference is like Sombra, Tracer, and then that means better neutral, better ultimate. So it's gonna be like based on if like Field can like keep map control and like try like engage while they're rotating. Oh, holy shit. Like, Gaga takes a lot of hope. And like, he tries to like duel with Fearless. Like, his first engage wants to be to like get the supports in a viable position to like stage and take control. Like they can't just be stuck in this choke. Like once you get like supports like past this choke here, it's much easier. But in this case, like Gaga tries to like contest Fearless, but Sparkle just goes inside the bubble and kills him. It's tragic.
You're going to be okay.
Like feel like all they have to do is like try to like keep this choke open, especially when they have ultimates. That's what they're gonna look to do. If they don't, then like the positioning, then they might overextend and like Jimmy could put some point pressure. But if they are able to keep this choke, that's better. That's really good. So let's take a look. So there, it looks like just a straight brawl. Now Fielder is in like pretty passive position. Like I'm not sure why he's not. I'm not sure why he doesn't go like here, for example. I think this would be better. But like in this case, like let's see Fielder is he able to like support? So Hanbin Hanbin gets a bit too greedy. Yeah, that's really greedy. Hanbin gets greedy and gets the mech, but like at the same time, Fielder's position is a bit too passive in my opinion.
The pain.
Yeah, it allows them to like kind of 6v5 for a bit, even though like Fielder does land a good nade.
You're powered up. Get in there.
And does get the first nano. And getting the first nano means that like even though Hunters were able to like move their backline a bit in, it immediately gets shoved back out. Okay, so wait, they do trade like quite a bit. Doha dies for some reason. So he tries to like follow up, gets M-Lock, and then he trades. Hanbin dies, so like it's a 4v5. So like, what do you do of your hunters right here? So I think like, let's look at Fearless's engage with the nano. Doha, like, if Doha was alive then... Oh, Doha does get hacked, though. And then, if he does get unhacked. Like, if I were, like, Doha, like, just like, poke from here. Just poke from the safe range. M-Monk's gonna die regardless. You don't need to go that aggressive to like, get on it that's already dead. And the fact that they're, like, using resources here, like, means that, like, how are they gonna, like, get out of this choke? Like, you might not get the kill on M-Monk, like, if you're really unlucky, but, like, you're gonna get, like, another chance of, like, getting them before, like, they get to an actually dangerous position, so they just have to play safe here. There's no need to play risky. And, yeah. And Hunters, they're gonna, like, stabilize. They use cooldowns, a lot of them, to, like, clutch this fight out, not to like win this fight. No, I mean not win, I mean to peel this fight. Like peel like feels his engage. So let's see though. Fielder is like here. Honestly, like they could just like pressure this room and then like you either kill them too or like they're forced to kite back to like a really bad position, then you can set up your backline here. Like honestly that's what I would do. So it looks like they're taking the fight in this room, and GG's, I think. You're not gonna win. And yeah. Like, they just played, like, too, like, fast. Like, they just played too aggressively when, like, all they really had to do is, like, keep them out of the choke. That's how you win. That's how you win this. Like, they're gonna have ultimates soon, but... So maybe I get why like Fuel might have been concerned about them like stabilizing and using ults, but even then, it's better than like it's better than just like losing the fight. So. And more importantly, like if they're in the choke, then they're gonna have to use ults just to get past choke, and they can look to like kite that. Especially as Fielder's playing such a passive position. So what are they gonna look to do here? Fuel are gonna set up like around main as their kill box. Like Hunters, they either want to try to like pressure out Fearless, like and try to, you know, take the Tracer duel. Try like not well, they don't have a Tracer, and then they're gonna try to like, you know, clear out Fearless Sparkle before pushing in, putting their backline. They're running double bubble, so they have to like move their backline close up to the enemy, while like Fuel they can go for like, you know, dives sooner because like aggressive dives like sooner because they have to diva. So they're gonna like, but they do have ultimate, so that's what how they're gonna look to win. So. Oh, so first they try to like contest Fearless, and Fearless Wait, what did they try to solo EMP Fearless, but he gets out. I don't know. Like they didn't really have to do that. Like they solo EMP, but they don't. Oh, but Fearless is already on the way out. Doesn't get anything done. And like, imagine if you soloed EMP to like impact this fight. So like now your EMP is wasted and you're looking for a clean team fight. So what you want to do is like you clear out Fearless and then you start to push in. You start to rotate maybe here. I think rotating here would be good because let's see where Sparkle is. Was Sparkle in position to punish? Were they in position to punish that rotation? Like, getting Fearless out is... Like, how does Fearless get forced out, though? Oh, it's a great nade. This nade is actually big. What does Fearless do to, like, take so much... Oh... He drops. Oh, he drops instead of like staying to like fight. And like this is actually a mistake by Fearless that they just didn't have to EMP. Like once you like force out Fearless and like they don't really have sight lines, like you can't look to like you can look to like maybe try to like bubble engage. You can look to like maybe bubble engage and try to use that to secure the rotation to the left side. Like where was Doha?
Adaptive circuits engaged.
Or like because Fearless is out, like you could just look to like you can just look to like hard peel plus. Oh wait, why?
EMP activated. Adaptive circuits engaged.
Like they need a clean team fight here, Hunters. So, but like Doha pops the EMP and they go for the double primal, and like they have to like peel it off. Like they have to. Like using the EMP was bad, but like if they don't peel it off, then that's a tragedy. And look, they just engage. They just really aggressively engage, even though like their backline's like not particularly ready to support it. So you could like realistically maybe try to like look for grav. You could look to like grab this and like try to kill this off. And since you have Echo, like you can do a lot of damage to like Doha Fearless, and then but like why do they nano it off? Do you think that nano's gonna kill it off? It's not. Even if you have high energy, it's a nano monkey. He can play around it and try to like primal. He has primal, so he can just displace you. So like, it's like they waste EMP, try to force out Fearless. If they kill Fearless, then it might have been okay, but they don't. Like they almost do, but Fearless gets out in time. But like more importantly, like without the EMP, like their chance of getting clean fight is basically gone. Like all they had to do is like, hey, we force out Fearless and like we can just like maybe try to like soft engage and try to like rotate right, rotate left side, or we can just press. You mean we could just press W if you saw the EMP and try to like cheat your way into a fight win, but like they don't, like they just like get double primaled and they peel it off. Really, they don't really peel it off well. Well, like they could also just go for a dry fight, honestly. They're like, you take the L, we already fucked up.
That should be better.
But yeah, I didn't like how Chengdu like handled that fight. So it looks like they're trying to like rotate left now. They're trying to put their core into a good position. and Gaga's bubble secures like the first part of rotation. Now, what could Fuel do here? Fuel do have Nano, so they could just try to like go for like a tempo engage. And as I said, like the principle is, who cares if you lose two? You just kill one, just kill one of them, and then, or if you lose your divers, just kill one of them, and this team fight's over. But so like Fuel could go for a tempo engage. Like I've seen a lot of teams, they set up really forwards and they have ultimates, and they try to like go for like the aggressive play, but it looks like Fuel are just going to absorb this. And, but yeah. So like Elsa pops grab, but Fearless has the primal, and like they can in this small room. Oh no. So, but meanwhile, like Sparkle gets to go behind and like do a pincer dive. So it's not like they can particularly kite this either. Like they need a clean team fight. They have to like. They got this rotation, great. Okay, now like why is your monkey like going this way when he has primal, no less? So you need to like clear out Sparkle first. Like make it so that they can't dive. Make it so that when you can like successfully peel the dive without having to trade. Or like, you know, soft pressure, risk losing one of your players, which would be devastating. Like right here, it's worse for hunters to lose than to get kills. And then it is better for hunters to get kills, if you know what I mean. Like if you'll just get one out of this, it's GG's. Like they're trying to cheat, like they're trying to use ultimates, and as a way to, like this comp's like more of like an ultimate based. Like ultimate base, like once you get ultimates, like you're gonna lose in the map control battle, but like once you have ults, you can look to like trade a bit. You can look to like, you know, go for trades. You lose your backline with whatever. You can use ultimates to sustain, or like use ults to sustain, or you can look to like kill, like get better trades with your own ults. So they do peel it off though. So hunters, they are gonna win this trade. How does Sparkle not get any kills though? So they actually do win this trade despite Sparkle being able to pincer dive. Like they popped Rally to do it, but that's a way of doing it. That's a way of cheating map control. Like if you can't take map control early, then at least you're gonna like, you know, use an ultimate to survive, but that costs an ult. And it's gonna be, and hunters are in a good position to win this. Okay, let's see right now. Well, Fuel, they have to like make sure they don't all die at once. They have to like keep some players alive at all times here if they want to win this. The EMP is coming soon as well. This is so hard for Fuel. Oh, Monk dies though. Wait, how?
My shots find their mark.
Oh, that's actually brilliant.
I need a health restore. Being activated.
So like, Doha knows that like if they get a pick, it's gonna be. It gives them a huge leg up. So Doha like actually looks to pincer dive with Sparkle. Their only ultimate, and like normally it wouldn't matter. Why? Because because like, you know, EMP, you already made the space, and EMP, you can like, you know, use brick packs, and then look, you just win the fight, you just win the trade. But in this case, like, they kill M-Monk, even though Sparkle dies, it puts them in a much better position.
Apagando las luces.
Like,
My shots find their mark.
so now they lose their Ana. They try to EMP this, but like, they're not gonna survive. Yeah, they do trade because it's an EMP, but Hafil have respawns. So like, because they lost their Ana, like they have to. This forces hunters to play dirty, and they don't want to play dirty. They want a clean team fight. They're like attacking second point in 2 CP.
My shots find their mark.
So like, yeah.
Bye.
Okay, so
I've taken damage. Ability increased.
so like, hunters, they brew that so fucking hard.
I've taken damage.
Okay, next fight. They have Nano. But all like Feel really have to do is like, even if Gaga like Nano engages, like they could just they have the space to just kite it. They have the space to just kite the ultimate, kite the Nano Monkey, and if it gets one, then like, as long as they're maintaining, as long as they maintain the map control, they're still gonna be able to like, you know, counter engage and like try to get one. Like, this comp isn't really good at like offering clean engages, except with ultimates. Oh. Instead of playing really passive, Feel decide to actually play really aggressive. This is interesting. Like, if they are not careful, this just means a team wipe, but like, they're probably recognizing that like, without like, with the Sombra, without like, they can have leave, but they just need to like poke out leave, make sure that you can't follow up, and then boom, there's no team wipe here. Let's see how they deal with leave. This is really critical to their strategy. They have to deal with leave, or else they'll just get 3. Oh, and look, they just poke him out. And like, because they have the map control, like they just look to counter engage and threaten kills. They just look to trade, and they win this trade because they have better map control, and hunters have no ultimates. Like, honestly, Fearless just ints. And then look, they just get kills. Like, great tempo play by Fuel to like ward off the Nano engage. Like Feel like they could just play this normally and play really passive. Play passive, like play for maximum distance, make it so they have to like either like go for slow backline rotations onto point, which would give them time, which for like their ultimates, or like they have to use their Nano engage to make space, which means that it doesn't get as much done. Like by the time like Nano Engage has done its purpose, you still have a chance. They haven't killed anyone yet. You lose map control, but you can easily just take it back. But like, I think they were afraid that like if hunters like they nano engage, like they're able to nano engage, then Jimmy just farms so much. Elsa almost farms Grav, and they can just pop ultimate. So I think that's why they were going for the tempo play. But like, this is critical though. The only reason this tempo play works is because Leave is marked by Doha.
Engaged.
By the midpoint of like Gaga's like engage, Leave does no damage, no follow up. Like they don't do much with the engage because in the neutral, like even with like a single ultimate, unless they pop like multiple, Fuel are gonna win the neutral. Why? Because and thus they can look to go for trades, and even then trades favor Fuel if they're not like completely shit. So if they do get a kill, and why? Because like pincer dive, this is less reliable of a pincer dive, and also like, oh, they do switch a double bubble though, so I guess like Diva gets more value early fight, but they just switch to double bubble. So it looks like they're just gonna go for it. They're just gonna go for yet another tempo engage. And why is a tempo engage good here? Because yeah, since you're on defense, you have the map control advantage. You have map control initially, so like you're gonna go for backline trades more. But more importantly, like, look, if they don't win the fight now, then Hunter's gonna get an EMP plus grab plus duplicate plus rally and like not rally or nano, but it doesn't matter. These are really powerful ultimates. Still really powerful. Even though nano, even though nano and primal will give like just a sustain and but like it's an EMP, you can't deny it. So like they're just gonna go for like a tempo play. Like what Hunters could have done is like they could have like tried to like force out Fearless. They could have gone for like the map control play instead of like trying to like, hey, you can trade with us. Like maybe they force out Fearless. And like maybe like Leave tries to farm nano, copies Monkey, and then like you can like have Gaga Leave, like you can engage here and force out Fearless, and then after you go for the map control play, you can rotate for free, no threat of like a tempo play from Fuel, and then like you can pop your ults from there. But they don't do any of that. They go for like, we'll just get cheap play, and this isn't. And this is not the best place for Fuel to engage because it is. They can just kite back into this room. I would expect Sparkle to. I maybe expect Sparkle to be like, you know, right here. Like this would be the ideal position for Sparkle to be in if they're planning this, but but like they only need one, and they win. So great tempo play by Fuel, but I don't know why Hunter's in just, even though their comp's not really good at contesting map control because no Tracer, like you still want to go, you still want to like clear some angles before popping onto point. You don't want them to like just be able to out tempo you. Like their win condition is get map control and look for dive, maybe with ults, but look for dive. But like Hunters are not doing anything to like deny them. And like more importantly, their win condition is get a kill. You get a pick, you're done. Like, especially if it's early on, before you establish your foothold. Like, if you pick out, like, M-Monk early, then how are they going to sustain on point? Even if you EMP, then, like, you can just go... You'll probably just win the trade because they can't survive. Like, you'll eventually get a pick or two in Snowball because... they don't survive. So, right here... Are they gonna go for the map control? So, like, the EMP, like, Fearless Hanbin, like, if they manage to... Like, Fearless does dodge the EMP, Hanbin... Like, they aren't in a position to follow up on this. Like, I don't know. Bad EMP, no map control. And now, like, Fearless, they're just going for a tempo play again. Like, even if you trade backlines, like, Gaga already uses jump, so, like, the backline, they don't even have to trade. This is like, Fearless can just go in. And, like, the DPS do trade, but you know who, but guess who wins the trade? Fuel. Like, because they're defending 2 CP. So just great tempo plays by Fuel. Like, they know, like, when they have to, like, play fast, but at the same time it's terrible. Like, they're not, hunters are not clearing angles. They're allowing themselves to, like, the out tempo. They need to, like, go for these plays where they try to, like, clear, like, Fuels' map control first before, like, going in. And now without ultimates they have to take a dry fight. Maybe they play slow here, but this is the last fight anyways. Like, maybe they play slow here, and then they try to, like, go for, like, a cheeky pincer dive, try to, like, get a really aggressive 6v5, and try to, like, make it 6v5 really aggressively. But they have grab, they have pulse bomb, they are close to duplicate. This is GG's. I mean, you are also primal, but like, look, you have a really slow, but, like, the problem is, like, you need your Zarya in the fight. But like, Fuel are just gonna say, no, we're not gonna allow your Zarya to get into, like, point. We're just gonna kill you all before, and yeah. And this is over. This is over. Team wipe.
Adaptive circuits engaged.
And Fuel, like, they go for this really cheeky tempo play with the duplicate.
Executing flight maneuvers. Adaptive circuits engaged.
So yeah, like, even though they do lose 2, like, they prevent them from touching point. So yeah, great tempo, like, plays by Fuel, but Chengdu just threw that.